Hi, howdy, welcome back. Trying to straighten y'all out. It's not working. It's fighting me tonight. Let's see if I can get the lighting a little better. Okay, if you can't tell by the title of today's video, we're going to be looking at Colourpop's Bare Necessities. But first, if this is your first time here, feel free to reach down and hit like. If this is not your first time here, feel free to reach down and hit subscribe. Then like, either or, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Just know if you do, then I get to talk to more people about makeup, which is literally the whole point of my channel, is to talk to folks about makeup. Oh, I'm so excited I found a lipstick that actually survives masks. So, like, I feel like I've won in the last couple months. Heck, the last couple weeks. Now, this is the palette we're going to look at. I don't want to say I'm shying away from Colourpop. I'm not shying away. I'm just... Colourpop makes a whole bunch of stuff that sometimes I'm not even certain why they bothered to make it. So I'm just, let's prep the eyes, see what we can come up with. This one I actually saw a point to. The Bare Necessities palette is actually a warmed tone nudes palette, nudes neutrals palette. Hating my eyebrows right now. They are growing out. I had a new lady wax them that doesn't usually do my eyebrows. And I think she did a not great job because I'm not a big fan of like the Instagram eyebrows. And she tried really hard to give me those. And it's growing out really weird. So I'm kind of waiting for it to grow out so I can go to my normal gal who was out at the time. See, look at this. Weirdly long. She left parts of it weirdly long. And then I've got this whole section here, and I've never really worn my eyebrows that way, so. Bare Necessities. Let's see. Now, Colourpop is cruelty-free. We have the bunny on the back and all. This is a pressed powders palette. Alrighty, that's how this night's going. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, this is a warm toned. I'm kind of liking the way this looks actually. Let's take off the obligatory piece of plastic. I also managed to grab the Cool Tone sister palette, Stone Cold Fox. I will be doing a video on that one very soon too. I like cool tones, but I recognize that sometimes warm tones are a good thing. Sorry, the camera, I jiggled the cord and then the lighting is getting all weird and wonky. Okay. Let's do a little bit of swatching. My arm obviously will not hold all of these colors. This is a lot of freaking colors. So we are going to swatch a couple and let you know what we think. Okay. Let's see, let's try In the Buff. It is supposed to be a skin tone nude. Let's try that one. Well, holy crap, that is a skin tone nude. Wow. I did not realize I was quite that pale. Probably should have. Okay, let's try out Silk Teddy. It's a little bit of a metallic. See, now that's the thing. Colourpop's formula is actually a decent formula. It's a good formula. It's just, they have so much that they just kind of pump out. And sometimes I kind of wish they would put a little bit more thought into some of these. Now, I think this one is a really well thought out one. But some of their other ones, like their new ones where it's like a 5 eyeshadows in one line kind of deal. No, I'm not a fan. Okay, let's try Haupt. Like Haute Couture is kind of a brick color. Terracotta, I think is the phrase. And see, Colourpop stuff is very soft. And also, that's one of the frustrations I have with their things is it's cardboard. And the cardboard catches the color so much, it's just like a blur. Now I'm a little surprised to see some of the purples in here. Like this one, cufflinks, handcuffs. Yeah, my brain is on fart. was definitely a redder, pinkier purple. I like that. Let's see what we can come up with on that one. That one's gonna get used. I think the ambery toned ones are. I think the purples are. You know what, just out of curiosity, let's try out Spyglass. This is the black, and this is just a matte black. Well, this is a color I can guarantee you I will almost never, ever use. I'm just not a black kind of eyeshadow person. I feel like it's a little too strong for my face. Okay, let's try Revel. Let's try Designer Duds right here. It's kind of a nude. That's actually really pretty. Let's see if we can come up with these. Like I said, my arm is not large enough to do all of these, but I think some of these might actually turn out really nice. And I was looking for a nudes neutrals palette, and when I saw the two of them, it was like a sale going for the two. Problem is, when one was in stock, the other was out of stock. When they were just like reverse rolls, and you couldn't get a hold of the twofer or the singles. It was very frustrating. This one actually has taken me, I want to say 3 months to see it in stock. Same with Stone Cold Fox. Since it came out, I have not been able to get a hold of it. I finally got a hold of it right before the new year started, so I was really excited by that. Okay. Let's start on this side. We're going to try the purples. We're going to start out with All For You, right there. Wow. That is a lot of fallout. But very, very soft and very, very pigmented. You can just keep blending out the edges. Let's lift the eyebrows up a little bit. I'm glad to be doing this. I don't think I would, ooh, a little bit of fallout. It is a very soft shadow today. I'm a little surprised how much came out on the All For You, honestly. Like, do you see it? Let's finish our eye, and then we will wipe up anything that powders off. Like some eyeshadows, you almost have to tap to get what you would call excess off. Other companies, it's not as necessary. That makes sense. Let's try Spray. Ooh, definitely more purple. Ooh, I like that one. Ooh, I like that one a lot. It's got a little bit of glitters in it, but not like real bad. I might have to cut my videos short tonight because I have to go get myself something to eat and then start an 8 to 10 hour fast so I can get my A1C checked and my cholesterol checked. The overnights is probably not going to help with that since I have basically been eating like an egg sandwich every day for breakfast before I go to bed after my shift. So something tells me my cholesterol is going to be in a stupid area. I feel like that's unfair though. There are very few things you can eat before you go lay down to still have a low resting sugar. And I have been eating yeah, we got some fallout. Not too bad. Probably should have tapped my brush. But at the same time, maybe not. Yeah, so that's probably not gonna help that. Okay, now let's try cufflinks, or no, let's try Dutch Process. I'm a little surprised. The Colourpop Colourpop I've tried up until now has not been this dusty, has not had this much fallout. This one seems to just be rocking hard on the fallout. I also had to postpone my tattoo. I was hoping to get it, and then a thing came up, so I kind of have to wait and see how that goes first before I schedule that appointment. See the fallout? I'm almost feeling like I should apply these with my finger instead of with a brush, like it might do better. Okay, this is actually very lovely, and let's see if I can get the lighting to show it properly. This is definitely more of a purple than this camera is letting on. This camera is almost making it in a different color, which kind of frustrates me. Not gonna lie, a little bit of frustration on that one. Let's see if we can get spray to show its true colors a little better. Okay, that I like. That is pretty. Let's try these terracotta on the other side. Give me a second. This light is flickering. It's just killing me. Okay. Haha, victory. The flicker has stopped. Okay, so that one turned out, I think, really nice actually. Like in person, this is a really soft purple coloring. Like that blends out beautifully. Like I think my mirror shows it a little softer than the camera records, and I feel like I need to get a picture so that nobody thinks I'm just making this up, because it does look really purple and cute. I haven't had the guts to take off the lipstick yet. I'm enjoying this too much. Okay, let's try. For the other eye, we've got the purple series here. And just for grins and giggles, let's try Genie, which is a metallic. Metallic goes on nicely. Tap it in the center. Kind of reminds me of a sunset. Okay. Okay, let's rock out with the okay, we're gonna try Hustler. It's like an all over color on this side. It's definitely a pinkier, peachier color. Okay, WandaVision's supposed to be coming out soon. Is anybody else psyched? I can't tell if I'm excited or if I'm going to be massively disappointed. If I just... Honestly, I'm about to put my hands up and throw my hands up with the entire Marvel Universe. I think things kind of started going downhill when they cast Carol Danvers with Brie Larson. I don't like the character. I don't like the actress. Just in general, her way she carries herself with the public and the way she talks to people, it's just not something I enjoy, and I not necessarily... How do I put this? Captain Marvel was written at a point where being a strong woman meant being a bitch, and it's not a necessary given. And it's very frustrating that they count that part as female empowerment, where it's like, I don't feel very empowered. I feel like this is the kind of woman I would probably walk away from and refuse to deal with. Like, I feel like they're supposed to be doing Miss Marvel. That one is probably a little bit better representation. And while I'm not a fan of the one they have playing Black Widow, I think Black Widow was a little bit more forward than Captain Marvel. I know, that seems totally arbitrary. It kind of sounds arbitrary when I say it out loud too. Trying to figure out how else to phrase it. Like, I'm not a fan of Scarlett Johansson. I think they could have cast better for that part, but I'm a fan of that comic book character. Does that make sense? I think they did some of their truly best female characters when they weren't necessarily trying to, if that makes sense. Anybody ever read the Punisher comics where the Punisher ends up having a kid with, I can't even remember her name. She was like a CIA operative. She was kick-ass. She held her own against Frank Castle. They had obviously a relationship since the baby was created and all that. And when she died with grace. And I kind of feel like that is something they don't really take into account when they're trying to write, when they're actively attempting to write what they consider to be a strong female character, if that makes sense. Like, their idea of strong female characters, it's like, for the love of God, it's not necessarily what I would view. Kind of like the newest Wonder Woman movie, I'm out. Like, they actively make a character that is based on the Greek Amazonians. It's a warrior woman, armed to the teeth, ready to fight for the good of mankind, all of this. And the newest one, they take away her weapons because a lasso is empowering. And it's like, you missed the point. It's not an empowering or not empowering thing. This is a woman who holds her own against men as an equal. And by taking away that, I kind of feel like they took away part of the point of Wonder Woman, if that makes sense. Like, comic books is woman's, she got the muscles, she don't take shit from no one, she holds her own, she's a fighter. And I feel like this most recent Wonder Woman, it was not there. It spent more time trying to make a political statement against modern politics than it did doing justice to the character. See, now I like this. Like, I like cool tones. I like warm tones. This is gonna sound weird. I like the warm tones because they tend to pop my eyes. But at the same time, there's a softness that goes with the cool tones that you can't necessarily get with the warm tones. And I think both of them, like, we have been focusing on warm tones so long for so many years lately, the last 4 or 5, that, now let's try fuzzy. Let's try the metallic in the center. I like this palette. Colourpop, this one was a good one. I'm enjoying this one. And the nice part about this palette, other than you can cover quite a few looks, is that there's quite a few mattes. I mean, you got obviously some shimmers, you got some metallics. You don't have a lot of pressed glitter, thank you God, there's no pressed glitter, it's just now I would do a nice cat flick eyeliner, possibly in black, maybe in a red. This one would probably have a purple eyeliner or maybe a green. Imagine the mascara on there. I like this palette, I'm not gonna lie. And it was not super duper what I would call expensive, honestly. So if you're looking for like a basic nudies palette, now I'm also going to do a video on Stone Cold Fox, and then I'm going to compare the two Stone Cold Fox and the Bare Necessities with each other, and the Orgy palette by Jeffree Star, because I kind of feel like it's a theme set. They're all nudes, and honestly I kind of feel like the Jeffree Star formula is superior, but we will check, we will compare, we will try them on. I may actually have a guest come in and let her fondle and try and see which one she likes and put on and see how that goes. Okay? But if you're up in the air on getting this one, if you like warm tone nudes and neutrals, grab this one. This is actually a pretty good one. I know Colourpop seems to churn out so much stuff that nothing really stands out, except for apparently the Sanderson sister one, which I didn't get a hold of. A little bitter about that one. But I think this one is actually very beautiful, very subtle. You can actually glam it up really big, or you can go very subtle. I like this one. I bought this one on a whim because I had gotten Stone Cold Fox, and then I thought, well, I don't always wear cool tones. So I grabbed the warm tone as well. And I was very glad I did. Like, I had mostly been dogging the Stone Cold Fox. That was the one I was, yeah, I want that one. But I got the Bare Necessities as kind of a, okay, what the heck kind of deal, because I can get both for a certain price. And so, okay guys, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think. I think this one is a good investment. If you want like a basics one that you can always work off of, definitely get this one. So that's my definite Colourpop. You didn't screw this one up, and it doesn't seem like it's overdone in any way or underdone. It seems like a really good investment. So that's my thoughts on this one. Let me know what you think. Have you guys tried this palette? Do you guys like Colourpop? Do you not like Colourpop? Why? Do you think it could improve, or are you more of a cool tones fan? Let me hear some comments down below. Meantime, have a nice night. Remember, stay safe. Wash your hands, social distancing, wear a mask. Have a good one.